One of the most common calls that I get for garbage disposal is in regards to this gasket on top. What happens often is due to wear and tear, age, the gasket will either rip or it'll start to become discolored. I've even seen times where painters will pour paint down the drain and we'll get paint inside the gasket, or specifically on this one you can see it's just very hard. I mean, basically just rips with my hand. It's really tough. Now, just for training purposes, we're gonna do everything up top here. But obviously the first thing you wanna do is you want to unplug your garbage disposal. Once you unplug your garbage disposal, you may have to remove your P-trap that connects to your garbage disposal, or if there's any type of plumbing, whether it's a straight, whether it tees off, you want to remove it so that you can remove the garbage disposal. You may not have this right here. This is actually a hose that connects to your air gap when your dishwasher is on, and the air gap allows your dishwasher, when it drains, to shoot up to the air gap and into your garbage disposal. So you may or may not have this hose. If you do, go ahead and remove that as well. Now, your garbage disposal actually locks into the faucet or the sink drain or strainer. So the way that attaches is this will sit up top, and your lock right here will actually attach to your sink drain or strainer. And you can see here, it basically just locks right in. And that is what allows the garbage disposal to attach and to hold when it's inside the sink. So you want to go ahead and remove or detach that, and you're basically just twisting it off like that, and then that will separate from the actual sink drain or strainer. Now, there's two different styles of standard gaskets. This one actually is what I prefer because it actually wraps around the garbage disposal like this, whereas the other one is basically just a cutout, and you would cut out the old gasket with a blade of some sort, and then you would just pop the other one inside, and it just sits inside. The reason I don't particularly like those is because when you do have stuff inside your garbage disposal, if you have a lot of water and you turn your garbage disposal on, it'll actually push back up and you have to keep pushing it back in. I prefer these because it actually wraps around the lip of your garbage disposal, and it gives it a nice, secure, tight grip. Your old gasket, you're basically just removing it by pulling it up, and sometimes they're really on there, so you may have to use a screwdriver to wedge it in between, but it basically just pops up just like that. You can see on the new ones, they're nice and soft, and this is what you want, and basically it just goes right on top. Once you finish, go ahead and put your garbage disposal back under the sink, and as I said, it just basically just turns right inside. Once you get this in the proper position, it just basically just slides right in. Just make sure it's locked, it's nice and secure, and go ahead and make your attachments. If you have the air gap, your hose will connect back onto your garbage disposal and then connect your drain. Once you make those connections, go ahead and plug your garbage disposal back in. If this video was a help, please subscribe.